according to your email, Greg, you surrender?
Yes.
You surrender to what?
I surrender to placing any sort of caveats on this Patriots season. That, I'm always one of these guys. I'm a cynic by nature, and I'm always looking for ways to poke holes in things. This might trip them up. They're overrated because of the schedule, injury luck. Drake May's not going to play at this level like all season. Like I'm done. I'm done. Similar to what you guys were talking about yesterday, everything is coming up Vrabel and the Patriots. That's what this game told me. I was there. I saw it in person. I couldn't have been more impressed with the victory. I think while in many respects you look at stats and whatnot, you would say, maybe the Patriots shouldn't even have won this game. But the fact that they did, and somewhat comfortably, and also the fact that I think the Patriots just played the game as it needed to be played, that I think if for some reason the Bucs were fully staffed and they had Evans and Godwin and McMillan and Bucky Irving and Hassan Reddick, all guys that they don't have, even if those guys were there and say it was a track meet, they would have won the game. They would have figured out a way. That's a tough place to play. That was a tough defense. I'm sitting there. Part of the things that I do in the press box is try to put myself in the place of the quarterback, being like, all right, well, what's the coverage going to be, and what are they going to do here? And there were times with like Todd Bowles where he's standing 4 or 5 defensive backs like 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. You're not sure what they're going to do post-snap, and Drake May handled it with ease. And I'm done. The Patriots are capable of anything. They should win the division. They could absolutely go to the Super Bowl. Let's go.
You believe.
I believe.
Okay. And a combination of what they're doing, who they are, and good fortune. It's their year. That kind of rolling momentum kind of thing is definitely happening.
Yeah.
So in this specific game, how much of that was the first thing? How much of it was the second thing? Were they the better team?
Yes, they're the better team. Yep.
They are the better team. Were they the better team on this game?
They were because Drake May outplayed Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield left a lot of plays on the field. And I do think the Patriots affected that. I think they went into this game saying, like, we're not going to let Baker make sort of Baker plays with his legs, keep plays alive, get, 10, 15 yards on a run. I was shocked after the game to look at the stats and see that Baker Mayfield didn't have 1 rushing yard. That's outstanding. You make him a pocket quarterback. He's a smaller guy. Make him try to beat you from there. And because of his size, seeing over the trees on the offensive line, he's going to miss some stuff. He missed some stuff in that game. He had some accuracy issues. I had 4 drop passes for the Bucs. I think the Patriots had 1, maybe. But I just think the Patriots out-executed the Bucs all the way around.
Also, what quote-unquote went their way? The Patriots' way. What went their way?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of the decisions that you talked about. I mean, the sequence before the end of the first half. I mean, if that's any other coach, any other team, the football gods make you pay for laying down on a down. That you guys think that you're that good against that defense. And I will tell you, the Bucs defensive line pretty much kicked the Patriots' ass like all day long. I mean, yeah, they hit the 2 runs, but outside of that, they could barely leak a drop in the running game. And they got a lot of pressure on Drake May. Drake May stared down, took some hits in the pocket. That was terrific. But, for the Patriots and Mike Vrabel to be like, well, we're good enough and we're going to execute enough that we're just going to lay down on one play, that's a little bit of arrogance. And the football gods maybe paid him back on the next 2 downs. And I would have said, at that point, I would have been like, all right, I screwed this up. I've tempted fate long enough. I'm just going to kick the field goal, tie the game. Let's go on to the second half. But, of course, this season, Patriots, Mike Vrabel, everything works out.
Any concerns about them being too reliant on big plays? I mean, I've seen that being floated around on the internet that, they're too reliant on these big plays offensively, and they don't have that kind of a sustainable offense going forward.
I think no, it's not a concern for me. I mean, they get these explosive plays all the time. I'll look up to see where they rank in the NFL in terms of explosive plays, especially pass plays. They have to be up there. And this is something that Josh McDaniels has done. I mean, even the Mac Jones year, they ended up like 5th in the league in explosive plays with that offense. And, a bunch of new guys came in free agency, new to the scheme, all that stuff. They still ended up like 5th in explosive plays. Could they see their run ended by a better team, a better defense that, throws some wrinkles at them that they hadn't seen in the regular season? Or like, for example, in this game, I think something that you're going to see going forward was the Buccaneers dropped 8 in coverage like 7 times, and the Patriots had a bit of a tough time with it. That's something that Rex Ryan used to do with Tom Brady back in the day and frustrate him a little bit. So, but, I'm sure the way it's going for Drake May and Josh McDaniels, I'm sure they're going to analyze the film. They're going to look at it. Drake May's going to solve some things. Then the next time he sees it, he's going to throw for like 300 yards against drop 8 coverage.
You give up. You're just done.
I mean, every question that I have, they check off. And I know, I'm starting to anger Patriots fans because they don't like to hear the fact that they've had the greatest injury luck in the history of the NFL this year.
They don't like hearing facts.
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 That
they
I'm
don't want facts.
No. Factual that the Patriots, and of course I get some fans who are like, did you mention we didn't have Kayshon Boutte and Ramondre Stevenson? And I'm like,
Stevenson?
Are we serious? Like when the Bucs are missing Evans, Godwin, McMillan, Bucky Irvin, Hassan Reddick. I'm like, let me go start a GoFundMe page for the Patriots. I mean, in terms of their injury woes.
Quote unquote woes.
Yeah, but I mean, like this game, I'm watching it. And of course, I had the list because I went through it. So Marcus Jones goes out. Looks like he's dead. Mike Vrabel comes out. And of course, now I'm hearing for a Patriots fan, see, you jinxed us. 2 plays later, Marcus Jones is back. Christian Barmore goes down. Vrabel has to come out and touch his hand. Like, what kind of healing powers does Mike Vrabel have?
Like that of Jesus.
Seriously. Is that the reason why he's going out there? Because he can heal the sick and the injured?
Yes.
It wasn't Jesus who brought Lazarus back. It was Vrabel.
Seriously.
Also walks on water, by the way.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson.
Barmore comes back. Hawkins goes out. He comes back. Mapu goes out. Gets killed over the middle.
By his own guy. Oh, no, their guy. Sorry.
Yeah, their guy. Gets absolutely leveled. This is a guy who is on the injury report every week with a neck injury. And he basically gets into a car crash in the middle of the field. He's back as personal punt protector, like the next punt. It's unreal. I give up. This is their type of year, their season. I don't know who made a deal with the devil, but it happened. This could be 2001 all over again. I'm not waiting until the end. I'm not going to be Mazz with like the Red Sox in what year was
2013.
that? 2013.
Yeah.
No, Travion Henderson.
I give up.
Looked like he hyperextended his knee on the sideline there, and then he came back and ran faster.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Vrabel healed him.
Yeah.
No, their limbs grow back. They have it's like stem cell treatment on the sidelines or something like that. Greg, defensively, why do they still suck on the first drive? No, seriously, I'm not, as much as I'm being a wise ass, and I am. But the pattern on this thing is unbelievable. It's like every week they give up a score out of the gate, and then they pretty much bottle them up the rest of the way. They gave up a prevent defense touchdown late, obviously. But do you see any sort of logic to the way this goes?
Well, this is gonna sound funny and a bit of a criticism, and it probably is. But you've heard Mike Vrabel talk about this, about how Ben McAdoo is on staff, and he has empowered him to script like the other team. Like this week, he would script like, he's the Bucs. How are you going to attack us?
Right.
I don't think those scripts are that good.
So maybe Ben McAdoo sucks.
Maybe. I will say on this first drive, the Ibuka touchdown, somebody blew coverage. It looked like Christian Gonzalez. Like he looked like he was the only one in man-to-man. It looked like it was an inverted cover 2, and then suddenly Gonzalez is running vertical where he's supposed to be in that zone where Ibuka caught it and was wide open.
I mean, he was the only guy playing man-to-man on that play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch it again, you can see that.
They're clearly good, Greg, at picking things up during the game. So they just are. Like, that's obvious. As the game goes on, they get a read on what the other team might be doing. And, like, this is obviously a strength of that coaching staff. It's odd that it doesn't translate to the 5 days they have going into the game.
I think you see this a lot in the NFL, but, look, these other teams are game planning in opening script, and they're throwing a lot of new stuff in there. And then the less experienced offensive coordinators, they're pretty much out of their tricks by then after the first, drive or two. Whereas I think like a Josh McDaniels, I think he holds stuff back for like the second half, like on purpose. And we've seen how good the Patriots
third
are
quarter, dominate.
in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like I think Josh is like, well, I'm going to play him this way to start the game, but in the second half, we're going to flip it. And there's not too many offensive coordinators that can do that. Josh McDaniels is one of them.
Okay, bottom line is this. The headline of the day is that Greg Bedard has given up. He surrenders.
Yep.
He surrenders to the freight train that is the 2025 New England Patriots. You're all lined up.
Fran, baby.
We're going to talk football with Greg. You can join us. You're already lined up, banged out phones as usual. We'll get right to you after these words. Don't leave your seat.